I am still a little bit sick in my hair, especially this little part of the back is not cooperating today, but we are going to soldier on with this game as Nzinga Mbande. The plan from here is just to scale up. We've got really all the good cities we can get. There might be a few spots to settle. The AI is kind of settled in. I think we did a good job of taking the land we wanted and making the best use of that with our Pantheon, with some wonders. So I think now all that's left to do is to find a way to get some amenities, to really scale up our cities, get as many yields as possible, and see where the game takes us. The way to do this in the mid game is really just to get all your districts online. We're going to have a lot of high population cities. That means we are going to have a lot of districts in those cities. We're finishing these theater squares, these campuses. We're going to get some more of our unique neighborhoods down to boost that population up. From there, we're going to keep building more and more districts. And then I suspect the best way to do this game will be a science game, but I'm going to hold off for a little bit. There might be a small possibility that a culture game makes sense as well. I do really like Reform the Coinage, and I think across the entire era, Reform the Coinage might be better. I'm going to stick with Monumentality, though. Not only does Monumentality give us that faith discount, what I'm actually banking on here is the movement, right? Getting our builders out and getting our empire up more quickly, I think will help us scale. It kind of, what's the word? It's more thematic for what we're trying to do with our yields in general. And so we'll go for Monumentality on this one. I just want to acknowledge that I think Reform the Coinage might also be the better choice, but I'm just going to roll with what we got here. Let's grab a workshop. You want to get those online as soon as possible. We have our first great writer, which is awesome. Li Bai, Drinking Alone by Moonlight, happens to be my favorite hobby, which is fantastic. So we're going to get that too. Some of these districts are finishing, which means we're going to start getting the buildings in those districts to do the same kind of, bulk up our yield strategy that I was just talking about. The loyalty flip strategy is starting. It looks like we are going to be able to loyalty flip Victoria. They already have a governor, which is one of their best ways to get loyalty. So things are looking good here. This is one of the things you can do as Nzinga Mbande is get those neighborhoods, get those high population cities, and just have all of that pressure heading towards Victoria. We're going to grow here in another couple of turns. One turn to population 4, but we got a lot of food, so probably only a couple more turns to population 5. Population 11 coming in for Bosthia. So I think Victoria is going to be ours pretty easily this era. I chopped out to population 5 right away to help us flip Victoria as fast as possible. If we are going to have this era advantage over Canada, I can't guarantee that advantage will kind of stay for the rest of the game. And having Victoria will help us flip other Canadian cities potentially. And so I want to make sure that is done as quickly as practical. This +5 campus has been completed now, which is obviously a huge boost for us. We are going to get a commercial hub in here and then another district in here. And then these two districts will push on the commercial hub eventually to make it +3. Uh-oh, big flood. That's bad. That's bad. That's not good. That's bad news. That's a lot of things to repair. It's a good that is a lot of things to repair. It's a good thing we have Monumentality, isn't it? Let's get this builder done. And kind of randomly, we happen to have enough gold exactly this turn. I'm actually going to grab an archaeological museum here. I'm building a few art museums in other places, and you want a couple archaeological museums just because artifacts might get in your way on the map, so let's do that. Now, which city-state we want to go towards is interesting. I think we are going to go to Nalanda. If I can get both science city-states on side and possibly Kilwa Kisawani, that would be a huge boost to our total science. So where is Nalanda on the map? Nalanda is in the middle of nowhere. So, Mr. Great Merchant, I hope you took your swimming lessons because you are heading all the way up to the Arctic. There's a few really great wonders we could get in Kaznadian's Cabana. I am actually going to push for that Kilwa Kisawani. If there's going to be 2 science city-states and 2 culture city-states we can get, that is going to be worth it. There's also the Forbidden City, which I would very much like to build, but we'll go for the Kilwa for now. Gonna build the art museum first, though, just in case I do end up with a wonder engineer at some point. I'm only getting 1 great engineer point per turn, which is not a lot, but you never know. It's a crazy world out there. I was about to build a dam, but then I realized that the Great Bath is still available in 6 turns, and so we are definitely going to build the Great Bath. I want to build it out of the way of farm triangles, and so I think this one is perfect right here. So we are going to build the Great Bath there in 6 turns, which is hilarious. On a complete side note, I am going to build a single encampment here. That might seem like a strange decision. However, I'd like some military engineers later in the game, whether it's to help with flood barriers, whether it's to help build railroads, really just anything we need. I think it's worth having 1 encampment in your empire, especially in a high-ish production city, just in case you need units. You just never know, and I want 1 encampment. Just a friendly reminder to come in and check your quick deals every so often, because we're going to get 4 gold for 30 turns for 14 horses this late into the game. So you never know what's going to be available for you. We're also going to get 43 gold per turn for 30 turns for 121 Diplo favor. Huge dubs coming in with the quick deals mod. It doesn't seem like they accomplished anything, but an enemy spy did just escape from Kaznadian's cabana, so I'm happy we got that spy in there. We're gonna be looking at a few more counter spies on the map, especially once Victor's promoted, to give them a free promotion when we build them. Anytime you have a couple of industrial zones in your game, I always like to kind of rush industrialization. We are going to get this boost next turn when this workshop in Will finishes. Then we're going to use this gold to buy factories. We're going to get a huge kind of production spiral going. We're going to start collecting those great engineer points. We've put the wonder card in to help us finish off the Kilwa Kisawani and the Great Bath, and so those are wonders that are coming in. I'm still looking at the Forbidden City. I'm still a little tempted, but so far, working with what we've got on this map, I'm super happy.
Yet in this capture,
oh, the Great Bath at turn, what is this, 140 something? Classic strategy, classic deity strategy happening here.
Thus, Indian-like, religious in mine era, I adore the sun that looks.
Oh, morning coffee is so good too. Get morning coffee plus the Great Bath. Does life get better than this? Industrialization is complete and we are able to build factories now. One thing to keep in mind when you are building or buying your first couple of factories, depending on your industrial zones, is they work kind of the same as the Colosseum. This +3 production bonus down here gets applied to all city centers within 6 tiles. And so getting an industrial zone within the middle of a couple of cities can help improve the production for all of them without building more than just a handful of industrial zones. I'm going to start with the factory in Aviso because that's going to give production to a lot of these cities nearby, same as the Colosseum is doing. So we're going to start there, and that'll just help, again, kind of spiral this game in control, but kind of out of control is what we're going for. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the plan I'm rolling with. Our first great artist is in, which is super exciting for us. I'm super excited to have it. One of the things to keep in mind, whether you're going for a science victory or a culture victory, you kind of want your yields to go up together. There is so much in this culture tree that you will need for a science victory, whether it's wonders, whether it's civil engineering, whether it's the governments down here that are going to give you what you need, democracy or communism for the science victory. So you want your culture to be keeping up. You don't want to ignore it. Same in the science tree for a culture victory. There's so much good stuff here with regard to units that you're going to need, flight for tourism, computers to add the tourism to the empire as well. So there's lots in here that you need for both victories in both trees. So don't ignore one or the other, regardless of what kind of victory condition you're going for. I have managed to snake Kumasi away from Zhao, which is huge. That's 2 culture city-states and 2 science city-states, which whoa, just kidding. I want Nalanda back. Sorry, false alarm. However, I'm going to end up with those 4 city-states, and that's really important for this Kilwa play that we're doing. Let's make sure we are spending our gold as we can, and I think this university is a great purchase. Plus 8 science, which is huge, plus the 10%, plus all this. I'm also building another entertainment complex in the area right here, I believe. I think we want to keep our empire super happy. The happier we are, the more yields we're going to get. Those yields are going to get that 10% boost. We're going to struggle to get more luxuries as the game goes on. The great merchants are going to give us some, which is super nice, but I just want to make sure we're above board in happiness. We're above board with our yields kind of ramping up here. Brazil is actually willing to sell us some tea for a really reasonable amount of gold. That's going to be amenities we don't have, so I'm going to accept that offer. Victoria is also going to flip to us in 3 turns, which is exciting. We're going to get some furs, we're going to get some jade, we're going to get a little bit of niter. I haven't worked this niter here because it's in the middle of a really good farm triangle, but getting this niter up here to sell is going to be fantastic. And that's another round of districts we can get. That's 1 more campus, 1 more theater square, 1 more commercial hub, and that's again going to help us kind of ramp up our yields. I'm going to create Romeo and Juliet, and I'm going to show it to you. I can't show you all of these every time because that would just be an 18-hour long video. However, if you have not seen, I think it's 1995, but the 90s version of Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio, where it's set in the real world and they got like guns and stuff, it's absolutely bonkers. If you just want to sit there and watch a movie in the world of what the hell is going on, then this is the movie for you. I highly recommend it. 15 out of 10 experience. This kind of game is really interesting so far because we are kind of just simming. There's so many moments while I'm playing this where I'm like, how do I cut this into a video? Because I'm just clicking next turn over and over again until everything is built. But that's exactly where we want to be. And some Civ games are like this. So don't always feel like you have to be doing something. You have to be invading somebody, right? Like this is perfect what we're doing right here. And as you can see, we are being paid off nicely for the fruits of our labor here. 229 science, higher than everybody else. 203 culture, higher than everybody else. This is all accumulative, so they may have more total science or culture throughout the game. we are going to catch up and or pass them very, very soon, and we are in a good position to win pretty much any victory type at this point, other than maybe faith. I've put the whistle banking card in as well. That's going to give us food and production when we are trading with our allies or with city-states that we're soothed with. This is going nicely with the research alliance for science, and then what we can do later is we can add democracy. I'm in the wrong tree. Don't listen to anything I say ever. We can add democracy to it, which will add a further 4 food and 4 production for those trade routes going to allies, which is how I prefer to do a science victory. Yo, Zhou Dagwan and his swimming lessons made it to Nalanda, so we are going to take that, which is lovely. And then when we build the Kilwa in 5 turns, I can finally explain why that was necessary. Yay! We got Victoria peacefully. We got Victoria peacefully, which coincides nicely. I've been saving my faith for this purpose to repurchase Hercules here. Now, repurchasing Hercules is great. We are going to transfer it up to Victoria. We're going to build 2 districts right away, which is awesome. And then after this, I'm going to focus on getting some more heroes. I would really like these heroic relics to start filling things up here. You can notice here as well that our sculptures are giving us gold, culture, faith, production, food. That's part of our ability that we talked about earlier. Same with the relics. It probably means we don't need many more art museums, right? Not every great artist gives you sculptures. Some of them just give you paintings. It does mean we want more archaeological museums, though, because I believe that we're going to get this from every artifact. And every single time that you use an archaeological museum, you are going to get 3 artifacts guaranteed. So I actually think, I hadn't quite thought about this fully earlier. I actually think going more into archaeological museums from here on out will be a good decision for us. First district in Victoria is actually going to be an entertainment complex right here. That entertainment complex is going to allow us to put 1 theater square here in Victoria, 1 theater square here in Linda's Lounge, and have them get that boost. The entertainment complex is going to help keep some more cities happy, as well as it gives me time to remove this antiquity site to build a commercial hub here that'll boost this commercial hub, which is fantastic. So let's build this entertainment complex. Bazinga! And then I also faith bought a builder for this nighter. We do have a problem creeping up on us, and that's Nubia doing a really good job with a religious victory. She's got everyone but Menelik and Zhao flipped. She's absolutely ruining everybody in our area here, and men are like, the Nubians are going towards Addis Ababa. They are going towards Lisbon. I think we might be in real trouble. Dude, this is terrifying. Nubia is actually sending like 1,000 apostles to go and kill everybody in here. This is very bad. We did get the Kilwa though, which is very good for us. I think we might lose this faith game. I think, honest to God, we might lose this faith game. If I can't stop her from going and flipping Zhao, that's going to be a huge problem. And I have to wait. Even if I want to kill her, I'm going to have to go into flight and just kind of kill all her cities. I have made that adjustment. We're going into flight. We might have to kill Nubia in order to not lose this game, which is not ideal. I don't want to kill Nubia, but so, you know, needs must. What has happened though is we've got the Kilwa, so now I can explain why it was so important to have 2 science and 2 culture city-states under our suzerainship. When you are the suzerain of a city-state, this city receives a plus 15% boost to the type bonus provided by that city-state, so culture, science, faith, gold, etc. If you are the suzerain to 2 or more city-states of that type, an additional plus 15% boost is given to all cities. And so because we have 2 science city-states and 2 culture city-states, those boosts are given to all the cities instead of just the 1 city. So huge difference here in how good the Kilwa is, depending on whether you have 1 or 2 of each type of city-state used. Always make sure to come in and sell your duplicate resources as they become duplicate, because you might get 20 gold per turn for 30 turns for stuff you can't even use anyway. I really do desperately want to build this Panama Canal for you. Honest to goodness, I desperately want to do this for you, but we might lose this game of Civ, and I don't know if I can justify building the Panama Canal in a game. You know what? Screw it. This Panama Canal is too good. This Panama Canal is too good. We're doing it. We're doing it. We are building the Panama Canal in a game of Civilization 6. Oh, I feel so good. I feel energized. This is the promotion I wanted earlier in Brazier. Each unit trained in the city starts with a free promotion that includes your spies. And so now we can build spies that start with promotions instead of having to earn them. Yuck. We are in a bit of a bind right now because I think Nubia might genuinely win this game. So we're going to rush straight to research labs. Those research labs will just skyrocket our science to oblivion. And from there, hopefully we can deal with Nubia. We did get into flight though, so I might be building some aerodromes pretty quick here. The aerodrome is complete just in case we need it. However, it seems like the faith game has stabilized a little bit. She's still owning everyone over here, but it seems to have slowed down. Her faith per turn is still really high. She's got 816 in the bank. That's a couple of apostles, but I'm a little less worried now than I was earlier. In terms of the rest of how our empire is going, still building lots of districts. Our yields are ramping up quite nicely. in the last, what have we been playing for? 30 turns. We've tripled our yields, and so that's exactly where you want to be as Nzinga Mbande. We're building this Panama Canal. It's going to be some Aeroscore. We're getting Himiko here. That's going to be some Aeroscore, going to be some envoys. More city-states with Kilwa under our control is more yields for us, which is great. And overall, we're just getting archaeological museums, getting archaeologists, just really trying to figure out the game. The one piece of the game that's not going as well for us is all the coal on the map. I really don't like this aspect of Civ, but all the coal on the map is just not in our empire, which really sucks, and I have no way of getting it unless I choose Preslav. So I'm going to try and choose Preslav to get some coal to build a railroad, which I want to do for the era score so I can get into a golden age here. I'm going to purchase this great engineer, Filippo. I would normally like to get him with the mausoleum, but we don't have any harbors on the map, so we're just going to have to take him as is. Going to be more era score there as well, which is nice. And he's going to have 2 charges to finish this Panama Canal for us. Maybe 1 on the Panama Canal. I'm still interested in Forbidden City. I'm still interested in Taj Mahal. I'm interested in Patala Palace. There's still a lot of Ruhr Valley's another wonder on the map I might be interested in. So there's still lots of options for us. The rest of this faith, though, we need to save up for cultists in the next era, because cultists are going to give us those relics, which are going to give us a ton of yields. It seems like we are going to get to the next era pretty comfortably with the golden age anyway. We're only 1 era score away, so I might actually hold off on this great engineer. I don't need the Panama Canal to be completed this second if I can save the era score for the next era. Can we Suze Preslav? We are the Suze of Preslav. Oh, we just became the, so I am stockpiling the coal now. Let's get a couple in there. Let's make sure we save Mohenjo. We want to make sure we're keeping the city-states we have too. But that's going to be great. So we can start building some railroads. I don't need them super that badly. I don't know what I'm trying to say for the movement. However, for the 4 era score you get for completing the first one, that might be kind of nice. And hey, we're going to get some more sculptures too. 1 religious painting, 2 more sculptures, but we'll take it. Filippo here can give us half of a Ruhr Valley, which I think is just so worth it in this game, especially if we want to try and turn this into a science victory later on. So I'm going to use Filippo here on the Ruhr Valley, and we'll get both the Panama Canal and the Ruhr Valley in the next era. I'm not able to keep up with this high population. It's actually a very weird situation for me, but I did build a holy site up here just because we had the district slot and the extra faith will be helpful, so we're kind of in on a temple there. We're going to get the stock exchange. We're going to build more districts. It's too many. It's almost too many districts. I'm not going to lie to you. Using Himiko in a city-state that already belongs to us, we're already the suzerain, will actually give us faith per charge as well. I'm a little bit concerned about them taking more tiles as we add more envoys, but the faith, again, is going to help us buy cultists in the next era, which is super worth it. I just realized I can actually combat this issue by buying the tiles that I'd like, because I have money. So we're going to spend that money a little bit. Not super ideal use of money, but it is going to allow us to keep sending these into Mohenjo-Daro, and they'll just take tiles we don't want to use anyway. Let's head to the industrial era. Canada is in a golden age. Ethiopia is in a golden age. More cities to potentially flip. I think we're a little too far away from Nubia, but hopefully we can flip some more Canadian cities. That would be great. Hicksunt is useless. Heartbeat of Steam is quite good. This music is bonkers right now. I'm not going to lie to you. This music's freaking me out a little bit. I think production towards industrial era later wonders is super helpful. Campus districts adjacency becoming production is super helpful. Again, I do feel bad that I'm kind of taking away reform the coinage, but I think Heartbeat of Steam is going to be the most helpful for us. Now that we're in the next era, I can finish this railroad. The first time you connect 2 cities by railroad, you're going to get a huge boost in era score, +3 right there, which is great. Somebody else seems to be building railroads, or else it would be +4, but that's fantastic. Panama Canal coming in next turn, which is just because it's a fun Panama Canal, not because we need it or anything. And then we have the Ruhr Valley and the temple and all that stuff, and it's going to be great. The temple was not as good as the other 2 things, but I'm just riffing right now. We're going to head straight to democracy for the production and food we talked about earlier. All right, who is ready for the Panama Canal? I don't think I've ever built the Panama Canal in a YouTube video on Twitch ever. This is crazy. This is a big moment for us. This is a huge moment for us. Oh my goodness, look at it. It's gorgeous.
And though the mountains become
Absolutely glorious. Crazy stuff. Oh, the Panama Canal. Let's take a look at what the Panama Canal does just to see if we can make use of it. If we can use naval trade routes to multiply the gold we get at our destination. Interesting. Fantastic. Good stuff. Can we build boats now? We can build boats. How cool is that? Oh my goodness. We've discovered Vilnius too, so we're going to use them for even more culture. But we can build boats now. How fun. The other thing we can now do is use it, because it's a canal, we can use it as a industrial zone adjacency boost. So we are going to do that. We're going to chuck an industrial zone in here. get more great engineer points, get a little bit more production. It's going to be fantastic. This great scientist here is going to give us extra 4 science for each research lab, which is awesome. So we're going to do that. Next turn, we're going to start buying up some research labs. So huge win. We've randomly flipped a city here that I can't see. So we'll call that a huge win. Hopefully we get this and not either Brazil or Ethiopia. I suspect that we're in a golden age, so that should be fine. We are flipping Toronto as well, which is great. Brantford's losing loyalty. Hamilton's losing loyalty. So the plan here, keep adding Mbanzas, keep adding food markets, keep pushing that population up, and hope we can flip a couple of these places. All right, our first artifact is coming in here, and we've got the combustion boost, which is great, and that should be giving us a ton of stuff. All right, let's pick one from Nzinga Mbande, which is great. We got this mask now, so let's view the great works. And yeah, that mask has given us a lot there. 2 food, 2 production, 4 gold, 1 science, 3 culture, 1 faith, 3 tourism, which is bonkers. We are now able to unlock Canticle, which unlocks the relics for us. So what we are going to do right now is buy as many cultists as possible. We're going to get them in Will here. We're going to get them in Linda's Lounge. Let's make sure we are sending them in these directions. We're going to get one in Casnadian's Cabana to send in this direction. We want to use them as soon as possible, so we are getting the benefits from those relics the first minute we can. Is this the Ruhr Valley? Are we getting the Ruhr Valley in this game?
The industrial
Yeah!
stopped beating.
Woohoo!
Hardly
I'm stoked.
anyone
This game is going great.
Hardly anything ran.
Not a ton of mines to really make this the best Ruhr Valley ever. However, what I will say is it's a good one to take away from the AI. You certainly don't want the AI to have that production boost either. So net win, not the best Ruhr Valley we're ever going to build, but better than this Panama Canal if we're ranking against wonders we've built in this game. It is time to buy research labs. That's plus 13 science, which is going to be great. I will work on powering this all up. It's going to be hard without coal. But that's okay. We are going to grab that, and then that's going to be a huge boost to great scientist points, to science in general. So huge dub for us. So the way these cultists work, I'm actually going to send a couple to Canada, because the way these cultists work is you recruit followers, it lowers the loyalty by 10, but when you use the last charge, it's going to give you a free relic, which is great. Let's get some up here. Yeah, let's go flip Hamilton real quick. What are we doing? I can't believe I didn't think of this last turn like an idiot. We're going to take these and flip Hamilton and Brantford and Toronto. Absolutely. All right, let's use our first cultist in Hamilton here. That's going to reduce the loyalty, and since they're negative loyalty, they're not going to be able to get it back. We're going to move some cultists into Brantford as well. They've just put a governor in there, which is interesting. We can also send another one over to Toronto, which is a part of our plans. And I suspect at some point we should get at least 1 national park, just to say we did it, you know? 500 gold and 2 envoys. Not gonna say no to that. That's closer to another theater square, or not another theater square, another research lab. And then we're just gonna slowly chip away at Vilnius from Nubia. And here's how this works. We are gonna use this cultist. It's not gonna loyalty flip the city or anything. However, we are gonna get the fragment of Akoru Kumi. I don't know how to say that, but if we go and find that fragment here, it's going to go into one of the old god obelisk slots. There it is, and it's going to give us all those bonuses we get from relics. Oh no, Nubia's gonna win, isn't she? Oh, Nubia's gonna win, isn't she? Oh dear God. Oh good God. Oh no. Oh no, Nubia, please don't. Please don't. She's just got to flip Zhao. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna have to build planes. We're going into advanced flight. We got to find aluminum. We got to build some planes. Dear God. All right, how do we make sure she doesn't? She's still sending apostles. This is very bad. This is very, very, very bad. Okay, I'm sending Hamiko to scout out the sitch and see what the deal is. Make sure that we're not having any problems. All right, Zhao. Let's open borders. Yeah. I need to see what's going on over there. Canada's doing a decent job at defending its cities, but we are going to keep getting these cultists. Those cultists are going to keep giving us relics. Those relics are going to keep giving us cool things, and those cool things are going to hopefully help us beat Nubia. That's another relic right here. We're killing it. Look at all these relics giving us things in each of our cities. All right, aluminum, we're going planes. We got to kill Nubia. I can't take it. I can't lose this game. We have a small problem insofar as that our Mbanza got bamboozled by a spy because we weren't protecting it with our counter spy, which is bad. And the other problem is that they killed trade routes and stuff, which is also very bad. So we're going to have to find a way with a man at arms. I guess we'll be okay. I guess we'll be fine overall. You can become a musket, kill that guy. The railroads will help you get around quickly, but this is certainly not ideal, especially because I want to be buying research labs. All right, spaceports. We're going spaceports now. Let's do it. Do I have any more? I don't even think I have any more art museums. I'm going to hold off on this great artist just in case I get more relics. Oh, chat, I think it's over. I think it's done. Chat, I think we lost. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I think it's over. I think it's simply done. I mean, they're not following Islam yet, but I think it's a matter of time. Oh, no. I don't think we can stop her. How long till our alliance is done? Expires in 0 turns. Expires in 0 turns. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, this is a good step. We need planes right now. Aviso, whatever you're doing, stop it. God, those apostles are everywhere. No, 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 no. All right, Aviso, I don't ask for a lot. I need a bomber as soon as you can make it. 8 turns, it's gotta be 8 turns. And like as quickly as you can possibly do this. Bro, these guys are so annoying. Dear God. Okay, well, we're gonna have to keep kind of taking shots at you. I guess we're gonna have to build walls really quick. 4 turns for walls. Oh boy, oh boy. We did get Gondar though, which is huge. We'll take Gondar. That's nice. And that's a good trio of districts to inherit too. Is Gondar on the other continent? Because I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, and they have an archaeological museum. I could be convinced that some amenities from another continent might be nice. All right, let's head into democracy here. At least our trade routes with Canada are going to give us a lot to work with, which is cool. I don't know exactly what to do for policy cards, but I'll pick some stuff. Certainly 14 amenities, plus the 11 amenities here are going to be super helpful. We're having big amenity problems right now. Theater square adjacency makes sense. This makes perfect sense. 28 gold, 7 faith doesn't not make sense, so we might just chuck that in for now. Double aluminum for now makes sense, just to get a stockpile of aluminum for a couple of bombers. I think we might have to kill Nubia. She's slowing down a little bit, which is nice, but not slow enough, you know? Bro, the Barbs are using our canal to hurt us. This was the dumbest thing ever. Who built this canal? Was that us? Did we build this canal? Who approved it? Ooh, random encampment coming in clutch. Who would have thunk? That's cool. All right, you're coming here. Oh, we can make a core. Now, let's kill this Barb first, then we'll make the core. Good lord. I do want this National History Museum, but first we got to repair everything that was damaged. We can finally get back to buying research labs, though, which is lovely. I feel better about that now. The bomber is in. I think things have calmed down, though. I think we might be okay. The faith victory is not going quite as well anymore, and I'm looking at all the religion, and it seems like Zhao has managed to keep his religion in his cities. That's not to say there's still not a huge issue, but I think a lot of those apostles got killed, which is great. So we're going to refocus back on our amenities and what we're doing. But I can't really be friends with Nubia because at any point we might need to go and kill her, which is very unfortunate. We are slowly ticking away towards a culture victory, though, so I'm not overly keen on just kind of destroying another city for no reason, especially because we can't do anything with those cities because they're on another continent. And so I think we're just going to continue with our plan of kind of sim and hope. The city Mekele here is going to flip, and it's not going to flip to us, which is a little bit frustrating. However, if Gondar keeps growing, that might change. I'm wondering if I'm going to try and at least use this bomber here to take Mekele. Yeah, it might be a little bit too late, because I'd love to get this truffles here into our empire nice and easily. And I do wonder if we could find a way to kind of squeeze that in. I don't think so, though. Ethiopia is having a super rough time, though. A bunch of cities have already flipped. These are his last 3 cities. If he keeps flipping, it might be worth declaring war on him, kind of clearing him out, taking these cities, and then just getting the 5 era score. And the grievances kind of go away once you fully kind of take him out. So that might be worth it. In other news, I'm still buying cultists and still getting archaeologists and still doing our normal plans. We are kind of ticking away towards this culture victory. With the amount we're ahead on yields, I think a science victory is still like our best bet, but we're just going to have fun for the rest of this game. You can see what democracy is doing for us here. 7 production, 6 gold, 3 science on these trade routes is absolutely massive. We're going to centralize all these trade routes to one area in a few minutes, but I do want some of these cities that still have districts to build to get some of that production to make sure we get those districts online as soon as possible. I'm hoping Mekele is going to be takeable next turn. If we don't get Zona controlled? Question mark. I'm going to buy this cavalry and just kind of hope that I can make it next turn. I don't know what the movement's going to be like, but one can hope, right? We finally got Vilnius now. That's 3 culture city-states. Yeah, that's going to boost us to 632 culture, which is fantastic. All right, so we got it down. Oh, we're not going to get there in time. Oh, well. We tried. I really wanted this city. Is there nothing else we can do? Oh, that really stinks, hey? Oh, well. That would have been such a good city for us, too. I'm able to repurchase Hercules, though, so let's do that to get a couple more districts down. Oh, that's so infuriating. I feel like we might have been able to do something here, hey? Oh, well, such is life. Oh, so it did flip to Brazil, but now it's losing loyalty again. So let's just grab a cultist and see what we can do here. That would be very, very funny. I'm actually going to use this to build an Mbanza here in Gondar. Just to make sure that flips to us, if at all possible. It might not be the best use of Hercules, but I think it's going to work for us. The Barbs are still causing problems in our neighborhood here, and I would like to get another spy. I am actively working on it. However, I prepared this time and got a field cannon core, which is going to be good. Steel is going to be coming in shortly here to give us walls everywhere, so that's going to be great too. I've decided to bring the bomber back to deal with these Barbs, because I ain't having it anymore, okay? It's not happening. Not now, not ever. 20% tourism, that's not bad. We'll take that. We're kind of trading with one person. We really did uncommit to a victory condition here. I think we might have been able to swing in a sub 200 had we like fully committed to one victory condition. But I'm happy with what we're doing. I play Civ to have fun. Look, you should play Civ to have fun too. And I'm having fun just doing whatever in this game, to be honest with you. Seems like we might be able to flip a Diza Baba, but I really want Michele, like very badly. We've received Gustav Eiffel, and so I am going to build a wonder. It's going to be the Cristo Redentor. It's a great wonder for us to grab. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to help a little bit with the culture game. So let's do that. There's other wonders that would also be good. I'm kind of just picking one that's good and going for it, but there's other reasonable picks as well. I'm going to go into satellites here to get these solar farms. It's going to give us quite a bit of power in Neil here with all of these kind of flatland tiles to build solar farms on. We got a couple of options in a few cities to start powering things up. That's more science, more culture, etc., etc., which is fantastic. I think we might be able to more easily go in for a culture victory than a science one. I know I keep flip-flopping, but I'm going to use Hercules to build a spaceport. So if you're wondering, hey, he bought Hercules, he's going to use it for a spaceport. You bet I am. Absolutely, 100%. Wouldn't even dream of not using Hercules for a spaceport. It's a great time to go through and make sure we are spending our money. I like the look of this broadcast center, so we're going to buy that. And it gives us the satellite boost, which is wonderful. I like the idea of traders, archaeologists, those types of things. I just want to buy buildings as they're going to be a food market. That's a no for me. I think you guys have enough population over there. A factory down here, nothing crazy. All right, we'll leave it for, an archaeologist here. I'll buy that, absolutely. There we go. Adiza Baba's down bad. It's losing. It's rebellion in 3 turns. So this cultist is going to flip that. We're going to have one more cultist here from Michele. I really think if we get Gondar, we got the Mbanza now. I think we can get it up to where we need it to be to flip these 2 cities. It is time to use these tiles for solar farms. They're not going to be able to power up the entire empire, but we got enough flatland tiles and enough city that we should hopefully be able to get some of the cities powered up, and that'll increase our yields from research labs, broadcast centers, stock exchanges, those types of things. The first spaceport is going down in Casnadian's Cabana. We're going to build one there and one in Aviso as well. And that'll be enough spaceports if we need them for this game. Abba should flip next turn. I think we'll take that over Brazil for sure. We had a lot of loyalty piling down on Adiza Baba, and then hopefully we can get Michele too. Yeah, so Adiza Baba is going to flip to us in 11 turns, which is great. Axum is also losing loyalty. Now I think Ethiopia is just going to be eliminated from this game, but I want to get in here with these cultists. I really want to make sure Michele flips too. Even if I don't get to take it, then at least Brazil doesn't get to use it for 10 turns, and I'm sure that Machu Picchu is helping him in other areas of the game too. Purely for the experience though, I'm going to bring the bomber back over here to bomb some of the units in Adiza Baba. 47 tourism is 47 tourism, so let's add that in here. I'm really going all in on a bunch of different types of victory conditions here. We certainly don't need resource management anymore. I think that's a little bit old school for us. I don't know what else to really get though. Less warrioriness, movement, unit maintenance might be interesting. I think we'll just leave it for now. And there is Cristo Redentor. Heck yeah, we like a good Cristo Redentor. We don't usually get to build Cristo. It blocks a lot of religious tourism from the other civs, and since we don't have a religion to have religious tourism, that's helpful. I'm at the point in the game where I can just smash campus research grants to kind of get more science flowing through the game. There comes a point where, like, regardless of what else you can build, there's lots of districts and stuff we can build. They're not going to be that important this late into the game, so I just spam them through either science or culture or whatever I need the most for the rest of the game. That's going to be better than trying to do this, especially because I need all these great people to come through, and this is a huge way to get great person points as well. If you're wondering to yourself, hey, I wonder if VB is coming in and making sure all of his things are themed, you bet I am. I am trying to win this game here. It might not seem like it sometimes, but I am trying. I don't think I have to worry about this religious victory anymore. The only issue is Ethiopia is going to be completely gone from the game, so then she'll still only need to flip Zhao. Yeah, I do still got to worry about it. I'm just wondering at what point I can be friends with all these people to help the culture game, but I don't think we're at that point yet. First shipwreck? Heck yeah, first shipwreck. Let's rock and roll, baby. I'll choose a barbarian artifact. Why not? Hey, we killed a spy. A Brazilian spy. Yeah, get out of here, Brazil. Brazil coming in clutch with 3 luxury resources we need for a reasonable amount of gold, which is absolutely massive. We got our own kind of huge amount of gold here. Let's buy a food market. Why not? People got to eat. Let's buy a state. Oh, we're only 4 turns away. Military academy? Probably not. Let's not do that. What else? Go a broadcast center? Yeah, we'll buy a broadcast center. Cool. 800 culture. Heck yeah. We're also at social media now. And plus 5% culture per city-state we're the suzerain of, and more tourism is going to be huge for us. All right, Addis Ababa is going to be ours next turn. Hopefully that means we can get Axum as well. I've already sent cultists to Mekele. They're not getting full loyalty anytime soon. As soon as we get Addis Ababa, I want to be in there to take Mekele too. Hey, yeah, Nubia likes how our cities are built. I do too. And on the dawn of the modern era too. What a victory for us. Here we go. Okay, yeah, we want that extra culture. Absolutely. How much culture is that? Yeah, another 245 culture. We'll take that. What do I want that instead of? I'll take that instead of 70 gold. It hurts my heart, but we need that instead of the 70 gold. And then the extra tourism is huge. Satellite broadcast is huge. I really need these amenities though. 25 science, 14 production. That's probably not necessary. We'll take that. Yeah, none of these are necessary. Let's just add all the tourism cards in. I will be keeping Addis Ababa. The problem is it looks like Brazil is going to survive this with a golden age. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to flip Brazil cities, which kind of stinks. But that's okay, though. And then I think at this point, Heartbeat is Steam. We're already kind of relying on that production everywhere, so we'll just keep relying on it. That's all good. I think at this point in the game, I've got to take some risks here and try and really win this. So I got to make sure I have trade routes to everyone. I got to make sure at the very least I have open borders with everyone to get that tourism flowing across. And it looks like I'm doing an okay job of that. Addis Ababa comes ready to purchase a factory. So we'll grab that. We're going to get a builder here as soon as possible. If we take Axum, then we get the era score. But I think we'll just cultist flip it because we're mean like that. Uh-oh, we're snaking this right before Brazil gets it. He's going to be pissed. He's going to be absolutely choked. All right, we're going to go for the 25% tourism. We're going to go for the science card as well. And then we'll head into another government that gives us more options for policy cards. We haven't even begun the process of rock bands yet, which is very funny because that would definitely smash us into a culture victory pretty quickly here. So I might start buying some rock bands soon. I'm trying to do everything I can to acquire power because that would just really boost our yields here. So we now have the ability to build a little windmill guys on our hills, which is huge. I'm going to grab a trader to finish some things up, launch the Earth satellite, and then I'm going to grab the biosphere in Gondar, which is going to take forever. If we get it, we get it. If this game happens to last 100 years, then that'll be our backup plan for tourism. We have achieved environmentalism that's plus 25% tourism across our entire empire. That's pushing us up just past 1,000, which is fantastic. We're not even at rock bands yet, which I think I'm going to start sending out in the next couple of turns. We're going to get this plus 5% science. Then depending on how bad the tourism modifier is, we might go into another government here. I might not, though, just depending on what we need to win the game. I think at this point, I'm going to have to take a risk and ally with Brazil. The reason why I need alliances is because I kind of all-in on democracy here. And so let's declare friendship with Brazil. Let's find an alliance that makes sense. Not a cultural one. We'll go economic for the extra gold. Will you pay me for it? Oh, you will. You'll pay me quite a bit for it. That's good. Okay, cool. Let's do that. And now what I can do is I can trade with Brazil. Can you trade? Yeah, okay, cool. I can trade with Brazil here and still get all that gold and or all the food and production, but still get that tourism boost for having a trade route with them. Remember, every single civ that you have a trade route with gives you this extra tourism boost, and it's plus 100% tourism going to Brazil right now, which is huge for us. Same thing with Zhao. I'm just going to find an alliance that might make sense. A religious alliance, great. Just so we can send a trader to Zhao, get the tourism boost, but also get the production of the food. It is that time of the game, my least favorite part of a culture victory. We are going to grab some rock bands. They're just going to go around, rock a bit, bring some people into the empire. God, I hate rock bands with an absolute passion. Honestly, I hate them so much, but hopefully they work out for us in this game. Menelik has been defeated, and this city's going over to Portugal, which sucks. The only thing I'm worried about now, though, is her kind of converting everyone over. But I think we're going to be fine. I'm trying desperately to get power anywhere I can get power. I think I might have to buy an oil power plant in Aviso, but I am really trying with builders just everywhere I can to get more power units on the ground to see if I can power up any of these cities, but there's just too much that needs to be powered. I have promoted my rock bands to get extra tourism on harbors and seaside resorts. So hopefully, as long as Joyous Farms doesn't die, it's 2 back-to-back good pickups here. And it died. I hate rock bands suck. They suck. I hate them. God. And that's the Earth satellite. Let's go. Oh, it's beautiful. I don't know why the music isn't oh, there we go. It hit my right ear very loudly. That's a huge one. There we go. Near future governance. And we got an oil power plant, so things are powered now. Our yields are popping off. Heck yeah. As much as I love these 12 amenities, I do somehow believe that 227 science per turn is going to be a little bit better for us. You feel? Yeah, you can see in the tourism screen here, I'm already at minus like 40% for different governments with a lot of people. So I don't know if going to another government is going to offset it. Like, I think it might be worth it. All right, Super Giants is our next good chance at a leveled up rock band. I got a couple going around with some bad promotions, but 2 levels higher on a theater square. This is the theater square, and there is Super Giants with the level up, generating 1,000 tourism, but that level up is more important. Gonna push us closer and closer to this culture victory. Major Horse is also getting that level up and 1,000 tourism. Huge win. Major Horses with another level up, 2,500 tourism. I got a couple of decent rock bands, so that first one really sucked, but I got a couple 4,000s, a couple 2,000s. And it's really helping us get towards that culture victory. Making sure we spread the love to all the empires. We need tourists from everywhere. Super Giants 2,000 in Nubia's empire. Heck yeah. Can I get a hell yeah, brother? Oh, we're gonna build Bolshoi for no reason. That's cool. I'm running out of artist spots, so Bolshoi hopefully will give us some.
Bolshoi Ballet is a university.
Bolshoi Ballet!
Place of
Did we need that? Probably not. But you know what? We're having fun. Oh my goodness, and we got through like the entire tech tree. Wow, look at that. Another 3250 in Brazil's empire this time. I take back what I said about rock bands like 5 minutes ago. I've never tried this before, but it's hilariously abusable that the rock band with the natural wonder promotion can do it 4 times on the natural wonder tiles. This is typically pretty bad because most natural wonders you can't walk on top of, but we'll take the 6,000 tourism that's gonna give us. Holy smokes. All right, Pedro censored rock music, which is a really good choice, but unlike the last game we played with this app, I think we got everything we needed out of Pedro. Like, I don't think we need to send more rock bands to him. I think we got what we needed. I don't think anyone else. I mean, the other culture numbers are pretty high. You can see though that I'm not building any more districts. There's just really no point in this game. We really just got to close it out here. So either builders to build more power everywhere, or festivals and whatnot to get more great works, or random wonders like Eiffel Tower and Casa for no reason. Or that's the Stadio, sorry, or the Biosphere, which is a great reason, but I just think we're gonna win before that happens. 7,500 tourism on the Wonder again. That's huge. That's hilarious. That's silly. That's silliness. Just so y'all know, Bolshoi does not give great artist spots. I just clicked it because I could, to be honest. So earlier when I said hopefully it gives us great artist spots, it does not. It gives you musician points, a writing slot, music slot, but no artist spots. We're gonna build the Eiffel Tower now though, and that might win it for us. I have no idea. The Eiffel Tower is gonna bring up the appeal of the entire empire though, so can't hurt. No. Just in case. Come on, Eiffel Tower. Get in here. Yeah, there we go.
She is more famous than I am.
All right, so what did that do? What did that do for us? Are we getting more things now? 230 out of 268, so we're getting closer. I literally just bought Oya to delete Oya to get the heroic relic. Am I the bad guy? I got so much gold from these rock bands that I'm literally just going through and buying anything that I could buy. I still have 4,000 left. I can't even spend this much gold. Sewers will be helpful. Yeah, let's just improve housing across. Everyone's got to poop. Everyone in the Empire's got to poop, right? All right, we're going to get a stadio, because why not get a stadio? It's going to give us amenities in each of our cities. It's going to be great. We like a stadio. We can't always build a stadio, but now we got 2 stadiums next to each other, which is interesting. And I don't know if it's a good economic decision to use public money to build 2 stadiums right next to each other. I'm sure someone's done it, though. Thanks, Estadio. All right, we'll launch the moon landing now. Let's pretend like we might be going for something sciencey. And now I just want to seize as many places as possible because I get 5% each time, right? All right, we're at 251 of 273, so hopefully this is enough to clinch the victory. One would hope this is enough to clinch the victory here. All right. No. My archaeologists go where they want. We killed a Nubian spy. That's all good. I can be happy with that. Good work, counter spy. Was that enough to clinch the victory? No, it wasn't enough to clinch the victory. Big sad. Okay, Rock Band's got to keep rock banding then. Oh, 268. We're so close. We just can't quite get there. All right, I have faith that this will be the turn. I have faith that this will be the turn that will cross the threshold and we can get our victory. Nubia, you're still too close to a faith victory for us to befriend you. Come on now. All right. 280 out of 279. Holy smokes, we did it. Before we win this game, though, let's check in on a few things. We got 2,000 culture. How much of that is from our ability? We're getting 500 from the city-states we are suzerain of, but is it going to tell us how much of that is from our 10% ability? It isn't. We've just got to assume that it's the... Yeah, that sucks. That's not going to tell us how much of that's from our ability. That's super unfortunate, but the extra 35% from what we're suzerain of is helpful for sure. All right, well, that was a fun game. Nzinga Mbande absolutely busted. On one continent, we were able to accomplish a ton. We were able to just keep snowballing those yields, have a great time, go for science and culture at the same time and still win before turn 250 is crazy. I think if we had picked the victory condition earlier and just really went for it, we could have sub 200 this, but I had fun playing this game, which was excellent. So let's make it official. Let's make it official. Hit that shift enter. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check out everything in the comments. Can't wait to keep making more videos for y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I wasn't going to let you leave before seeing the real victory screen, though, if you know what I mean. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.